DeSoto and the DeSoto Plymouth dealers from coast to coast present Groucho Marx in You Bet Your Life. And now, here he is, the one, the only...
Wait, you never start a sentence with and.
Well,
Unless you're in jail, that's the only sentence you start with and.
Really?
Do you talk that way normally? I mean, you go over to somebody and say, and how are you today?
Yes?
Don't you like the people who come up to you and say, I bet you don't remember me?
No, I don't.
Some woman said that to me yesterday. I says, no. She says, you're Groucho Marx, aren't you? I says, yes. She says, are you sure you're Groucho Marx? I says, yes, I'm Groucho Marx. She says, Ma, you look just like him.
Here he is.
I struck her and we separated. She was an elderly woman.
Well?
About 20.
Oh, here he is, the one, the only... Well, here I'm again with a chance for each of our couples to win up to $3. No. All right. No.
Win up to how much?
Oh, $10,000.
$10,000. And if any of them say the secret word, we'll throw them out of the joint. Huh? No, they get an extra $100.
Right.
Is that right? Okay. And this is the word right here.
And you're right.
Yes. Who you got on the agenda there?
Groucho, Miss Kathleen Quaylen is waiting to talk to you, and her partner is a very special guest, Mr. Crash Corrigan.
Oh.
So, folk, you in please and meet Groucho Marx.
Well, welcome to You Bet Your Life. Say the secret word. Say the secret word and divide an extra $100. Crash, it's nice to meet you.
Thank you, sir.
You're a famous Shakespearean actor, aren't you, Crash? Didn't I see you a couple of years ago in King Lear?
No, sir. I'm a cowboy actor, and I make Western pictures.
Oh, well, where'd you get the name Crash? Was your father a stockbroker? Or were you born on the freeway?
No, Groucho,
You like him?
Yeah. Groucho, I was making action pictures, and, of course, I did some football playing, and the way I used to tackle somebody, or instead of fighting with them with my fist, I used to just take off and dive at them head first, and I acquired the name Crash.
Well, I'm glad they don't name all actors by the way they fight. Otherwise, today, I'd be known as Kick 'em in the shins and run like the devil Marx. You're a pretty big guy, Crash. What is your gross tonnage?
Tonnage?
Yes, I mean, what do you displace in the water?
Oh, I'm 6 foot and 2.5 inches tall, and I weigh 230 pounds.
Well, that's enough blubber for one man, I think. You're Kathleen Quaylen, huh?
That's right.
That's a fine Irish name now, isn't it? Now, are you originally from Ireland?
Oh, my last name is Norwegian, Groucho, and I'm from Marshall.
Quaylen is a Norwegian name?
It was Cavalin in the old country.
Oh. Are you married, Mrs. Cavalin?
Miss Quaylen.
Miss Quaylen?
No, I'm not, Groucho.
And I assume you're interested in matrimony?
Yes.
Do you have any special qualities that you're looking for in a husband? A husband?
I would like him to be intelligent.
No.
I would like him to have a sense of humor and have his feet on the ground. And, of course, I'd like him to be single.
That's a secondary consideration, though. Do you have a job, Kathy?
Yes, I
Miss
do.
Quaylen, Miss Cavalin?
Yes, I'm a stewardess with American Airlines.
You're stewed with the American Airlines?
No, I'm a stewardess.
Oh, I don't hear very well. My glasses need fixing. You have to try that. How long have you been in this racket, Kathy?
A little over 6 years.
6 years? Why, you don't look that old. How do the new jet airliners compare with the prop jobs?
Oh, there's no comparison, Groucho. The jets are so much faster, and you don't feel the vibration in the jets, and you don't feel fatigue in flying. And
how do you like working on a jet?
I don't know, Groucho. I haven't been on one yet.
Well, I like to talk to someone who speaks with authority. Well, I prefer the old propeller planes. The stewardesses look better when there's a little vibration in it. How fast do these stewardesses go? No, how fast do these planes go?
About 600 miles an hour.
What good does it do to go that fast? I mean, what is the point of it?
Well, you get there in half the time, and you have more time to do other things.
Like what, for example?
Well, you could leave New York in the morning and have time to play 18 holes of golf in Los Angeles.
You mean all the people that get on in New York come here to play 18 holes of golf?
No.
Suppose it's raining when you arrive in L.A. Do you still have to go out and play golf?
No, you don't have to go out and play golf.
It's not obligatory?
No, it isn't. You could play tennis.
Well, will they allow... What's that?
Play tennis. Or go to the office.
You'll never get married on those jets. There isn't time.
That's why I haven't flown one yet.
Oh. Why don't you go by mule train? That would give you even more opportunity. What about you? Are you married, Crash?
Yes, sir. I'm married to an actress, Miss Elaine DuPont. She plays the part of Sandy in the Ozzie and Harriet Nelson television series, and it's the part opposite Ricky Nelson.
Oh. You say she's Sandy? Why is she a beachcomber?
No, she's...
Well, why is she Sandy?
Well, I don't know. Her name is Sandy in the series.
You're going to stick to that cock and bull story, huh?
Well, that's...
What is she like, this girl?
Well, she's one...
I don't mean what she likes. I mean, what is she like?
Well, she's very beautiful, and she's won 45 beauty contests.
Uh-huh.
But she isn't a very good cook.
Well, don't complain. How would you like it if she'd won 44 cooking contests and looked like you? Didn't you make a lot of Western movies? Seems to me I've seen you around 1 o'clock in the morning on the movies.
Yes, Groucho, I've made, 67 Western pictures, and the Three Musketeer Westerns, and the Range
You must have
Busters.
worked for Sal Siegel, didn't you?
Sal Siegel was my producer on the Musketeers, yes, and my partner in 8 of these pictures was John Wayne. He played the part of Stoney. I was Tucson in the series.
I remember him. I fought Wayne one time, you know. It was in Indiana where I fought Wayne. You could break the heavies of the villains with your bare hands if you had to, couldn't you? Huh?
Well, yes, Groucho, I could do that in pictures, but in real life, I'm sort of a sissy. I'll let you in on a little secret. I believe even a little feller like you could take me.
You really think so?
Yeah, kind of think so.
You cross your heart and hope to die?
Well, I think you could, yeah, I'm sure.
And you don't hit very hard?
Well, no, I'm a pretty good, jolly guy. I hardly ever hit anybody unless I'm in a picture.
You wouldn't want to step outside and say that, would you?
With you?
Yes, with me.
Well, I sure would. And I'll show you how I can even make you look good. Miss Kathy.
You're such a wise guy. You just come out here. Let me see the color of your... Now, put up your dukes, big boy. Okay. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Anybody else out there would like a crack at me? Any woman, I mean. Just come up here. Fool around with me. Dempsey sees this show. I want him to know what he'd be up against. Well, you're an unusual couple, and I've enjoyed this experience tonight. But I'm sure you'd like to win some money, so what do you say we play You Bet Your Life? Would you like that? Now, you selected World Geography. I'm going to ask you some questions. If you miss 2 in a row, you're out. If you get 4 in a row right, you win $1,000. Now, what Canadian province lies directly north of the state of Washington?
British Columbia.
British Columbia is right.
That's right. You have one right.
What is the name of the mountain range separating France and Spain?
Grenada?
Well, no, it's the Pyrenees. Pyrenees.
You now have one wrong. If you get the next one wrong, the game is over for you.
In what country will you find the Volga River? Hey,
Russia.
And you now have one right.
I wish you wouldn't talk and I'm singing. In what country do the Bahama Islands belong? To what country do the Bahama Islands belong?
Cuba.
Oh, no. That whole string of islands there belongs to Great Britain.
That's what...
Well, you have one wrong again.
I should have hit him hard. I would have woke up his mind. What is the name of the observatory whose mean solar time serves as a basis for standard time throughout the world?
Would you repeat the question?
I doubt it, but I will. What is the name of the observatory whose mean solar time, whose solar time serves as a basis for standard time throughout the world? It's in England. I thought it was in Connecticut. Shows you what I know. Well, I'm sorry. I've given you 3 cracks at this, little one. And as much as I love you, we can't go any further with this. It's the Greenwich Observatory.
And you got 2 in a row wrong, so the game is over for you.
I'm sorry you missed 2 in a row, so you're through. We don't want you to go away empty-handed, so I'm going to ask you one question for $100. What insect is flea-brained?
The flea.
The flea? I thought you were going to say somebody in this show. Well, that's close enough. Anyhow, sorry you didn't win more, but thanks for being on the show. And I'll take another suck at you when the show is over.
Groucho, Joanna Lee, and Dick Matheson are waiting to talk to you. So, folks, come in, please, and meet Groucho Marx.
Welcome to You Bet Your Life. Say the secret word and demand an extra $100. It's a common word, something you see every day. Joanna Lee and Christy Matheson, eh? Joanna?
Yes.
Let's get right down to basic questions. Are you married?
No, I'm not.
No.
No.
Well, we're off to a good start. Are you thinking of marriage?
Well, I've been thinking about it, but nothing's happened.
What did you want to happen?
Well, the right thing hasn't happened. I don't believe in rushing into marriage. And I think that I don't believe in early marriages. And I think that...
You don't want to have an early marriage. You can get married at 10 o'clock at night.
Well, I think that a woman should be a woman before she's married.
Well, yeah, well, yeah. Now, you believe a woman should be a woman before she gets married. I certainly agree with that. I'd hate to marry a woman and then discover she was really a crocodile. Although a lot of my friends have married crocodiles. When is a woman a woman? That's kind of silly, isn't it? That's like saying, when is a door not a door? When is a jar? You like that?
Yes, I do. And
yeah. Why do you like that?
You give me kind of a thought, because I think...
You give me many thoughts.
I think...
So when is a woman a woman?
I think
Around
a woman...
midnight, I guess.
I think a woman is a woman when she enjoys being a woman, when she's kind of aware of her femininity.
I'm not sure I follow you completely, but I'm certainly willing to. As soon as the show is over. Why don't you leave?
I like...
You like him?
Yes.
I thought you liked me.
Oh, I do, but I like him, too.
Oh, your taste is Catholic. You like all of them.
Not all.
Would you vote for him for president?
Are you running?
If he does me running, it'll be after you. And I'll be along there, too. Your name is Christy Matheson, you said?
Dick Matheson. Uh-huh.
Where are you from?
Boise,
Dick?
Idaho.
You have boys in
originally,
Idaho? How many?
Boise. They had a number.
What sort of work do you do?
Well, I'm the religion editor at the Los Angeles Times.
Bye now. Religious editor, huh? Now, what do you do in your job?
Oh, I listen to sermons and interview clergymen, visiting religious figures that come through town, go to church 4 or 5 times on Sunday.
You take anything out of that plate?
No, but I don't put anything in.
Well, you come out even on the day, huh? Joanna, let's get back to you for a moment, huh?
Right.
Or even longer. Huh?
All right.
You know, you have a lot of assurance for a young woman in her 20s. Have you ever had any theatrical experience?
Well, yes, I am an actress.
Oh, Stanislavski?
Stanislavski, Boleslavsky, Chekhov, you name it.
Oh,
I've
you mean
studied it.
life is just a Boleslavsky?
I like that.
You been in movies?
Yes, I've done a great deal of television, and lately I've done a couple of science fiction pictures.
Oh, really?
I've been kind of lucky lately in working, but in my spare time, I do write greeting card verses. I work for a greeting card company.
Oh, you do, huh? Mm-hmm. You're going for the intellectual life. What do you think of it?
I think it sounds fine so far.
And would you be willing to remain away from church one Sunday? I mean, if the opportunity presented itself?
We could write great poetry together.
Yes, we could, yes. Dick, have you ever tried writing anything else besides your newspaper copy?
Well, as a matter of fact, I have a new book out. It's The Eternal Search.
You have a book out, too?
Yes.
The Eternal Search? What is this, about a fellow who's looking for his car keys?
No, it's a history of medicines and drugs and...
Oh, well, that sounds very interesting.
Love potions, voodoo, old wives' tales, this sort of thing.
Well, could you give us love potions, you said? Don't you regard this as a love potion? What do you think is a love potion?
Well, you know, it's a thing that makes a guy go for a girl or a girl go for a guy.
Well, do you guarantee these love potions?
Well, I understand they work sometimes.
Well, just in case, could you put me down for 50 gallons? I need all the ammunition I can get. Well, it's been an educational experience talking to you two, particularly you. Now, let's see if you got strong enough voodoo to win some money here tonight, huh? Now, you have selected as your category folk tunes and old-time favorites. Now, the orchestra's going to play these tunes. You tell me the name. If you miss 2 in a row, you're out. If you get 4 in a row right, you win $1,000. Are you ready?
Pop goes the weasel.
No, they've changed it. It's Father Goes the Weasel. People don't say Pop anymore.
You have one right.
Identify this one.
Turkey in the straw.
Turkey in the straw, yes.
You
They
now
never
have-
did get that turkey out of it, did they? Huh?
You now have 2 right.
How about this old folk song? Music, please.
Get along, little doggy, get along?
No, I'm sorry. It's the old Chisholm Trail.
1 wrong now. Don't get the next one wrong, and the game is over.
Don't threaten them.
I'm just telling them.
Tell them in a more dainty manner. Huh? Tell them more cordially. Go on.
Unfortunately, you goofed here.
George, go back to the first way you did it.
Don't get the next one
This
wrong.
is his idea of class. Unfortunately, you goofed it. Huh? Give me the name of this one.
Clementine.
Clementine is right.
You now have 1 right.
Now, this one tells a story. You tell me the name of it. Take it up.
Frankie and Johnny.
Frankie and Johnny, yeah.
You now have 2
What
right.
were they?
Lovers.
That's right. How about this one? Play, Meekin.
What'd you say? Oh, Little Brown Jug.
A Little Brown Jug.
You now have 3 right. Get the next one right, and you'll have $1,000.
Now, this one goes back more than 100 years. You tell me the name of it.
Buffalo Girl.
Buffalo Gal, but
Gal,
we'll pay
won't
you
you come out
anyhow.
tonight?
Now you've won $1,000. What would your wife say if you came home with her? She'd give you some
It'd be
cash.
interesting to find out.
Well, perhaps we can experiment. You've won $1,000. You can keep it and quit, or else you can come back later and try to double your money. You may even get a chance at $5,000 or even $10,000. So go over there and sit down in his lap and think about it. And thanks for being on the show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That means that our second couple can try for the double chance at $5,000 or $10,000 tonight.
Hey, you want... Here I go again. I had forgotten her, you know. Now you've won $1,000 so far. If you decide to try for the big money and you fail, you wind up with a total of $500. Now, what do you propose to do?
We're going.
You're going?
We're
You're going for the
gambling.
big money. Okay, you know, you get to pick 2 numbers. Go ahead. Pick the first number for $10,000. You pick one.
My lucky number's 7.
7. Okay. And you pick a number for 5.
I'm going to try 9 again.
You're going to try 9 again, huh? That's 16 altogether. Luckily, we have no 16 on the wheel. Now, you know, if either number comes up, you know the rules, huh? And you know you split the money.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, if neither number comes up, the question is worth $2,000. Fair? Here we go. Oh, turn the wheel.
That you'd never say.
Oh, that's
Wow.
All right, this question is worth $2,000. One of the most colorful and successful of present-day novelists is the 23-year-old author of Bonjour, Tristesse. For $2,000, what is the name of this controversial French girl?
François Sagan.
Wait a minute, we got our music. We're paying a fortune for that.
But I know
Each one $11. All right, the answer?
François Sagan.
Francois Sagan is right, so you've each won $1,000. Come back here. You don't tell me that you're going to church 5 times next Sunday, are you? 4, huh? He's going to skip 1. Well, congratulations, and thanks for being on the show.
You.
Eh? You too.
Be sure to tune in next week, same time, same station, for Groucho Marx in You Bet Your Life. Brought to you by your DeSoto Plymouth dealer. And don't forget to listen to You Bet Your Life every Wednesday night on radio. DeSoto and the DeSoto Plymouth dealers from coast to coast present Groucho Marx in You Bet Your Life. And now, here he is, the one, the only...
Wait, you never start a sentence with and.
Well,
Unless you're in jail, that's the only sentence you start with and.
Really?
You talk that way normally? I mean, you go over to somebody and say, and how are you today?
Yes?
Don't you like the people who come up to you and say, I bet you don't remember me?
No, I don't.
Some woman said that to me yesterday. I says, no. She says, you're Groucho Marx, aren't you? I says, yes. She says, are you sure you're Groucho Marx? I says, yes, I'm Groucho Marx. She says, Ma, you look just like him.
Here he is.
I struck her and we separated. She was an elderly woman.
Well?
About 20.
Oh, here he is, the one, the only...
Well, here I'm again with a chance for each of our couples to win up to $3. No. All right.
No.
Win up to how much?
Oh, $10,000.
$10,000. And if any of them say the secret word, we'll throw them out of the joint. Huh? No, they get an extra $100.
Right.
Is that right? Okay. And this is the word right here.
And you're right.
Yes. Who you got on the agenda there?
Groucho, Miss Kathleen Quaylen is waiting to talk to you, and her partner is a very special guest, Mr. Crash Corrigan.
Oh.
So, folks, come in, please, and meet Groucho Marx.
Well, welcome to You Bet Your Life. Say the secret word. Say the secret word and divide an extra $100. Crash, it's nice to meet you.
Thank you, sir.